when I realized that you'd been here 33 years and decided to retire, it was made me sit up straight, because I've been here 33 years too, and I thought, no, did we come at the same time? And so after I leave, I'm going to go back and perhaps write a letter to the dean and re-examine what I'm doing here. In the 3 decades, more than 3 decades, you and I have been here, probably a lot of things have changed, and some things have not changed so very much. When I came here, this was a joint department of sociology, rural sociology, anthropology. Anthropology decided to find its own way, and sociology and rural sociology then proceeded for a number of years together. And I think what I want to say by way of appreciation is how much you have really contributed to our department, as much as you have contributed to the rural sociology department. Probably one of the better kept secrets is that you generate a lot of student credit hours for us. Of course, as you teach are cross-listed, and so we have been able to sort of help our own enrollments through the courses that you teach. Also, I think the response of students, quite a few students have told me how much they have enjoyed your courses, and you were introducing some international perspectives in your courses before internationalism really became a big word on campus. If someone were to count the number of ways that our footsteps have crossed in the building, I think you'd see that we've stepped on each other's footsteps quite a bit here. But in addition, I remember that we had a similar kind of a running career, and I think we both gave it up for the same reasons, that we ran out of breath. And one other thing that I remember here is that maybe not a lot of people know about your artistic interests. At an earlier period in your life, why you took courses in drawing, and you were developing quite a fine hand as an artist there. So I hope you'll be able to follow some of these opportunities up now. At any rate, I simply want to extend from my colleagues, many of whom are here in the other side of sociology, our very best wishes to you and Midge. Thanks.
Thank you, Jim. You may have done this intently or unintentionally, but you gave a very fine segue into the next portion of the program. And as a presentation of a few tokens of appreciation. Joel, would you like to come up first and make a presentation?
One of the standbys in the the sociology building is Byron Smith, who every evening comes in about 4 o'clock, and not too many people stay around to see how long he stays there. It works. But Byron is a very personable person, and he enjoys interacting with the members of the faculty there. And one of the people that he came to know over the years, has come to know over the years, and has spent a great deal of time discussing things with, and I think this is a tribute to Jim too, is Jim Pinkerton, talking about many things about the state of Missouri. Byron, although he's working his way through school, is quite a talented artist, but he's also a sort of ethnographic historian too, and has been doing research for many years on black communities in the state of Missouri, and so he likes to sit down and talk with people. And I know that many in the evening when I went home, the light would be on in Jim's office, and Byron and Jim would be in there, and I knew that a very interesting and active conversation was going on. Byron wanted to be here tonight, but when he talked to his supervisor about it, his supervisor said that he couldn't leave his post of duty for a few minutes. And so Byron gave something to me that he asked me to give to Jim. Byron, as I indicated, is an artist, and he asked me to present Jim in appreciation for your friendship, this watercolor of his. I'll let you open it.
And to go along with that, a small present to go with it.
Thank you very much. Am I supposed to open this?
Yes, sir. 1998, Department of Rural Sociology, University of Missouri. There's the other part of it, too.
20-page thick. Occasion, and I really appreciate all the fine things that have been given to me and all of you coming here. A few years ago, I began to know that I was getting old, because when the clerks at the Hardee's restaurant were giving me their senior discounts for my food without asking my age, I figured it was getting pretty clear that I was getting up there in years. So. Indeed, I am now. I'll be 66 years actually, December 1st. So at least in a number of years, I'm definitely, I guess, up in that young senior category. My mother is still alive. She's in a nursing home now in Green Bay, Wisconsin. She's 97 years old. And I'm hoping that I can have at least some of those good genes to keep me going quite a while longer. I'd like to introduce a little more about my family. Again, my wife Midge has been a very important part of my career. Ever since we've been married, even before we were married, she always played an important role in my life. And as the saying goes, I couldn't have done it without her. Because, it really made a difference. And again, I'm very proud of my son and my daughter. They've gone on to do some great things. My son are playing. We do have Packer tickets in the family. We've had them ever since the Lambeau Stadium was built. So I think at least for a while I won't feel lonely and not wondering what to do with myself. Again, I'm sure my wife will make sure that doesn't happen if it ever starts to. So I'm very delighted you all could be here this evening. Did I take more than 10 minutes? Well, I won't take any longer now anyway. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Jim, for all the years of service. We really appreciate it. I might close by noting, Jim, you're joining with some other very distinguished retired sociologists. As I look around the room, I see Robert Hobbenstein, Ed Hassinger, Herb Lineberger, who have all made distinguished contributions to the field and to the university. So I'm sure that you, like they, will continue to make many contributions in the future. Thank you very much. Do you have a cake cutting back here?
Yes, it is cut. People may have to take.